What's up? Welcome everybody to Fever Writers Room. I'm doing a dance because we're here and we're doing a writers room. We got some new sketches to read for you tonight. We want your feedback. So get on in there in the chat and tell us what you think about our sketches. Got to do everything in threes. Are we doing the intro video, or are we just jumping right into this?
Yeah, it's the writers' room. That's what's gonna happen. It's coming in. So, hi.
Wow. Should I put something over Allie, like 404, like page not found? Or
we could do that, or like
just swap out her whole segment for a big 404 code.
Yeah,
just like the city of Atlanta, just stamped over her face.
Yeah, we miss you, Allie.
Oh, right.
Hope you're well.
She's definitely watching.
In Atlanta. Yeah, of course she's watching. She's obviously watching. Everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching.
This is the best thing to be doing on a Saturday night. Yes.
Listen, I have a question. Are you coming to us from the past tonight?
Well, this is actually, no. I mean, here's where, I'll start off. This was my Roses and Thorns. My rose was that I was able to travel and go to the East Coast, and I was doing some sightseeing. Yeah, my thorn is that CBGB closed in 2006, so it's a bummer.
Wow.
So
you're not actually in front of CBGBs right now.
I'm not actually in front of CBGBs.
Is this some sort of technology I should be aware of?
It's called a green screen.
So wait, so you used a green screen to go back in time, but you didn't go back far enough, and you went back to 2006 and CBGB.
I went back to 2006 exactly. My green screen is a time machine, but I didn't go back far enough. I didn't go back far enough, so I got there, and they just had the last show with Patti Smith and like the whole thing, but I missed it. So yeah, I think I bought this green screen on Amazon. And it only has
your green screen is not green. It has a picture. It has a picture of CBGBs on it, and that's going to be a problem.
Are you
when
trying
you want to project other things onto that green screen?
You know what? Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. This whole thing. Friends, read the Amazon reviews. Like, read the customer reviews. That's what I'm saying. Is the moral of this story here, because
don't buy a branded green screen is what you're saying.
Don't buy, like, if it says it can make you go back in time, like that's a lie. It's probably not going to happen. It's going to have CBGB on it. So, like, yeah, I would have known all this if I had read the reviews.
Hey, can we all do our thorns from 20 years ago?
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do you want to go next, Ryan?
No, can we go around one? Can we come back? While I think about it?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
From 20 years ago.
Yeah. So I would say my rose from 20 years ago. Let's see. It's May.
It was
20 years
9/11.
ago would have been 9/11. So, but 9/11
So what's your
wouldn't have
thorn?
happened yet. So my rose is that 9/11 didn't happen yet, and my thorn is that
you didn't stop it from happening.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Yeah, my thorn is that I knew it was coming and I didn't tell anyone, and I do regret that.
That's a regrettable decision for sure.
Yeah.
Have you confessed that at church?
I haven't confessed it at a church. I am Jewish, but I have confessed it in a mosque. I confessed it in a mosque. I was brought into this mosque. They were like, "Hey, we know we told you beforehand. We thought you might give somebody a warning. Thank you for not doing that." And I confessed, "You're right. I didn't. Now, to be clear, when I say mosque, I do mean I was invited to Al Qaeda's house.
Oh, like Al Qaeda, like Al Qaeda, like the guy Al Qaeda.
Yeah, this guy Al Qaeda, who I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin. He was also there. His name's Al Qaeda, and he asked me to come over. And he really liked. I had this Beanie Baby that was like a monkey. He really liked it. I brought it to school one time for show and tell, and then every time after that, he was like, "Hey, come over. I want to play with that, and also I want to talk to you about Al Qaeda." I was like, "That's your name."
Was Al Qaeda a teacher at your school?
Al Qaeda was my math teacher. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why was your math teacher so interested in Beanie Babies?
Why was he inviting you over to his house?
Just because you're a math teacher doesn't mean you can't have other hobbies.
Yeah,
well, sure.
People collected Beanie
and
Babies.
Having students over to your house.
There's a lot of teachers that unfortunately have students over to their house.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that I don't think that's necessarily, a good thing.
No. Yeah, well, for the Beanie Baby thing, I have a clear answer. He is a math teacher, so he was really interested in how Beanie Baby economics would work out. So he wanted me to bring that one over specifically because he didn't have it in his collection, and I did get it stolen. I did lose a Beanie Baby to Al Qaeda. And then as far as why he would have me come over, that is because I'm not 100% sure. I don't really. I remember getting there and I remember getting home. I don't really remember in between.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But you remembered that they were planning 9/11.
Right. Well, he wrote me a note for that. So
he probably not a note.
Yeah.
So you
did they call it 9/11?
What happened?
There were a lot of questions there. If I could just get one of them.
When they were planning it, did they call it 9/11? Like, hey, we're going to plan a 9/11.
Yeah, Al Qaeda wrote a note to me that said, "Hey, on September 11th, there's going to be a 9/11. And just so you know, what that means is we're going to 9/11 the planes."
Right.
Oh, yeah. Right. It was a code. Yeah. It was like a secret code. Like you were like, yeah.
Yeah. And that's funny because back then we weren't using it as a verb, but they started that.
Right.
But
because they wanted us to think about 911.
They were so like they didn't even just tell you that something was going to happen on 9/11. They told you that they were going to 9/11 the planes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't tell anyone, and I do feel bad about it.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like you should have just mentioned it, I don't know, to somebody.
I know. Yeah. I told my parents later, and they said, we probably wouldn't have known what that meant, but it is crazy that you knew Al Qaeda. I didn't realize that your math teacher named Al Qaeda was in Al Qaeda, but it's strange. He didn't come back to school the next year, so I never got a chance after the time when he invited me over to say thank you for not telling anyone. I never got a chance to confront him about why I don't remember being at his house a lot.
Ezra, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You normally are broadcasting from your apartment, but I see that you are in a very fancy house right now. Could you still be in Al Qaeda's house? Like, is it possible you are still there?
Wow.
Whoa. I mean, I did. So I left LA because I got vaccinated and I thought I should get on a plane. And then I
obviously.
Man. I ran into
like
somebody
the
in the
idea.
airport.
I do like the idea of Al Qaeda all sharing a big house together, like American Pie 2. Remember they all rented that house together?
Mm-hmm.
Right, just like that. I'm pretty sure it's just like that.
Al Qaeda 2, the beach house.
Wait, I have a small question for Ryan. Yeah. I've only ever seen the original American Pie, but I know there were several sequels. Was each American Pie a different pie flavor?
I think in the original one, there was a pie, and that was about like a 5-minute kind of segment in the movie. Mm-hmm. And then at no other point in any of the franchise was pie ever involved again.
So there's just one pie.
In the most recent one, which American Pie Girls Rule, there is a scene where a pie is used to demonstrate a sex act.
Got it. I did not see that one.
Which sex act?
Listen, the technical term is finger blastoise.
Finger blastoise, like the game.
Finger blastoise.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's when you use a Pokemon card to. You get it.
I can see why a pie would be used for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. I finger blastoid a pie just the other day.
What flavor?
Really?
All right.
You put a Pokemon card in a pie?
Yeah, I did. It was really fun. Amy, it was a peach pie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
Real juicy peaches. Yeah. So
yum.
Yeah.
Did we ever hear what your thorn was from 20 years ago, Ezra?
Mine? Yeah, my thorn is that I regret not telling anyone.
Oh, right. But the rose was 9/11.
Yeah.
The rose was that 9/11 hasn't happened yet as of 20 years ago today. The thorn is that I didn't go ahead and tell anyone I knew it was going to happen.
I thought you were saying that 9/11 happening was your rose, which was
no.
It seemed like that's what he was saying.
Yet because 20 years ago is May 8th, 2001.
2001, yeah.
Yeah. So, Amy, do you want to go next? What's your 20 years ago rose and thorn?
Oh boy. I was probably either graduating college or almost about to graduate college. I can't remember exactly what date we graduated on. And I would say the rose for that was that at the time, a random person had met me in a bar a few weeks earlier and had convinced me to sing in his band that he was making up. And we were periodically renting a rehearsal space in New York so that I could learn how to sing a Smokey Robinson song.
Whoa. How much did you have to smoke for that?
Because Smokey Robinson's voice wasn't smoky. But I did smoke at the time. Too much. Am I thinking of? And the thorn was that Wings put out
the TV show.
No,
Wings, the TV show.
The restaurant that also has the word "stop" in it. Wingstop.
I'm old. Apparently, no. Greg knows Wings.
No, I know who Wings is. No, we're just fucking with you, Amy.
You're just playing.
We're just playing. We know.
I know
who Wings.
But I need to tell you that Wings put out a greatest hits album right around that time, and New York
City. They were selling blank albums.
Huh?
They were selling blank albums.
New York City
got him. Whoa!
Fuck you, Paul McCartney.
You served him. Right, that's how it goes.
Coming for you.
I got served.
The entire city was wallpapered with posters for the album, and the album was called. Wait for it.
Hey, that's a Wings. They're good.
Wingspan.
Wingspan. That's right.
And it had hands on it like this. And so that's not actually the thorn, although I do not like the band Wings. The thorn is that my best friend and I thought that this was so hilarious that in all of our graduation photos, we're doing this. None of my graduation photos have anything other than me. Now it looks like I'm a giant Wings fan, is what I'm saying.
Wow. Do you think that had anything to do with 9/11? Like the releasing of that greatest hits album?
Yeah, should we do more 9/11 stuff? Probably.
Look, I'm not saying that Paul McCartney had a hand in 9/11, but
that's good.
But I am saying that he had a hand in 9/11.
those Al Qaeda guys, they had no intention of doing any of that stuff until Wingspan came out.
So, yeah, I mean, it would have made me it almost made me mad enough to 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Wow.
But Paul McCartney is a robot. You guys all know that, right?
Oh yeah.
I've had my
100%.
suspicions ever since he got replaced on Abbey Road.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was replaced by a robot.
Nobody
kept in like pristine condition by the Beatles. But then when they broke up, Linda took over, and that's why Wings happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then you may not remember this, but after Linda died, the robot went on the fritz for years. It was totally gratuitous.
Yeah.
And I think that was around the same time of 9/11. So
yeah,
it's
all connected. Look, it's all connected.
I mean,
connect the dots, people. Paul McCartney,
no one has ever looked into the connection between Al Qaeda and robots.
Yeah.
That's true, because Al Qaeda almost stands for AI.
What?
Yeah.
One letter correct?
Yeah.
50%.
AQ is almost AI,
AQ
like
is
AIQ.
If you think about it really hard, AQ is almost AI.
Yeah, I do. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Brian, aren't you glad you brought up 9/11?
Sure am. I was in the 8th grade. 9/11 happened. I walked in to 8th grade class, and my friend who was late came in and told me that planes hit the World Trade Center. And my memory is that I did not know what the World Trade Center was. And my entire family and both of my parents are from New York City, and I've been there 20 times during my childhood. I had been to the World Trade Center, and I did not know what she was talking about. That's my rose.
Selective memory.
Yeah.
Your rose is not knowing what the World Trade Centers were?
Yes, because it was easier to digest because I didn't know what it was. That year, right? I was trying to think of a thorn, and what comes to mind is there was a dance. There was a semi-formal dance, right? I asked my friend, who I had, I guess I liked, I had a crush on, I guess, whatever you call it. Hard to remember. But I asked her to go with me. She said yes.
What was her name?
Amy Matta.
Amy Matta.
Yeah. And asked her to go with me. She said yes.
What was her sign?
All good. Cool. We're good. And then she's like, a few days before, she was like, I got to go to a dance recital, something like that. And I was like, okay. And then I go to the dance, and she's at the dance.
Oh my God.
And she 9/11 to my heart.
Just blew a 747 right into your heart.
That's right.
Ooh, that's cold.
I was trying to make our relationship land safely in a field in Pennsylvania, but she went right towards this town.
Oh my
where is she now? Do you know where she is now?
No, she's probably
not on Twitch on a Saturday night.
Probably not.
Probably like normal.
I don't know. She might be Hunty.
Oh, could she be Hunty? Hunty, are you Amy Matta?
Hunty, clap twice if you're Amy Matta.
What about you, Greg? What do you have? Wait.
Okay.
No, but then he clapped again. He clapped 3 times. What does that mean?
That means he's not Amy Matta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hunter. That's our friend Hunter.
Thanks for watching, Hunter.
You know what?
We love you.
He's 50% of the way there, though, Ezra.
Yeah,
that's right next to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
True. Greg, what's your rose and thorn?
Yeah.
From 20 years ago.
I
would say
what we're doing.
The biggest one probably at the time was that I was just like super broke all the time.
That is bad.
All the time.
How did you fix it?
Huh?
How did you get fixed? Which phones did you have to repair?
How many phones did I have to repair?
Yeah.
How much money do you have in your bank account right now?
Or that. Yeah, either way.
I would totally tell you guys if I had a bank account. I could go look in the jar.
You should get a bank account.
I think
that would help you fix your bones.
Yeah. You mean $8.50?
Yeah. That's right.
Mm.
Oh man.
But, yeah.
Well, I hope there's a good rose because that's a shitty thorn.
Yeah, that's a thorny thorn there.
Thorn, yeah.
However, I was still able to make a living doing the thing I loved because at the time I was touring and just doing comedy.
Oh.
That's
great. That's cool.
It was a trade-off,
Yeah.
You can learn to not have a lot of things when you're not at home a lot.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You
don't need stuff in your home.
Yeah. If you're not in your home, what do you need stuff for? When you're traveling all the time, like the less stuff you have, the better.
I was zipping across Idaho with a buddy of mine listening to George Michael's Faith.
Yeah.
That he bought gas at one of those giant gas stations.
Better than wings.
Yeah.
Still better than wings.
Country. Yeah. Although in Idaho, they actually have a whole radio station dedicated to wings.
What?
It's just wings 24/7.
Whoa.
KW.
I don't even think they have a day's worth of
KWING.
They just play all of their songs on a loop. It's just all that fills up about 24 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
It might be that one.
I'm glad we're all not stuck in the past 20 years ago because it sounds like we had some pretty rough times, all of us collectively, and some pretty good times.
I think any point in life has rough and good times.
That's true.
And it's just as you look back, most people tend to geez, why would I want to remember the tough parts and focus on that when I can remember the good parts? That's why things look better sometimes in the past.
That's
true. Like racism.
Yeah. You can't.
That's why people love the 1950s. They're like, we'll forget about all the bad parts of this and just remember the good times.
See, here's the thing.
Like the whole Tea Party, or those people say, I want to go back. We want to go back to the good old days of America. It's always the 1950s.
Yeah, and who were the 1950s good for?
I'm pretty sure those people are not I'm pretty sure those people are not forgetting the racism. I'm pretty sure that's what they're idealizing.
Right.
I think that's what they like about the 50s.
That's what they're idealizing.
Of not forgetting, though, this show, as much as it is about our roses and thorns, we're writing sketch.
Stay on topic, Ezra. We're talking about racism in the 1950s.
Yeah.
I really don't want to do that. So let's read this sketch I wrote. It's very good and fun. It's called Shakespeare in the Morning. I want to cast Mr. Ryan. Would you be Carl?
Okay.
Greg, could you be Macbeth?
Sure.
And Kristen, would you be Juliet?
Sure.
And Amy, would you be the announcer?
Sure.
Okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions before we start?
Is this about 9/11?
Well, in a way, yes. But in a lot more ways, I would say absolutely not.
Okay. All right,
great. Thank
okay,
you.
here we
Good
go.
Note.
News intro, which is like, this is a Morning Joe type show. So montage of hosts Carl Carlson, Macbeth, and Juliet interviewing guests and otherwise palling around.
Shakespeare in the Morning.
That's us. It's 8 a.m. and you're tuned into Como 9 News, which means you're starting your Monday on the right channel. I mean, foot. Let's start the show, how we always do, by checking in on my co-host. Macbeth, how was your weekend?
Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
I heard charmed. Sounds nice. How about you, Juliet?
My only love sprung from my only hate, too early seen unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
You found love. Sounds lovely. Aren't you going to ask me about my weekend? You never do. It was pretty good. I fake haunted you as a ghost of your father, and then I legally changed my name to Romeo and played mind games with you. Gotcha, bitches.
He laughs at his own joke. Mac and Julie stare at their hands in disbelief. They look at each other, then pull knives to stab Carl so many times. So many. The intro video starts again.
Shakespeare in the Morning is canceled and was a bad idea.
Cool.
Great
job,
work.
everyone.
Fantastic.
I couldn't have asked for anything more from my readers. I love you all.
We love you too, Ezra. Thank you for writing me such great material. I really appreciate it.
I'll tell you, my favorite line was Mac's line because it
yeah?
really felt classic. Like you don't get any better than that when it comes to writing, you know?
Right.
Thank you, Ezra, for giving me a chance to stretch out my acting chops.
Absolutely. I mean, this line came to me in a dream. I fell asleep in a theater and I heard it.
Wow. Interesting.
I wonder if that's because you were so happy to be in a theater that you were thinking about how charmed your life was.
I think so. I think also the song Semi-Charmed Kind of Life was playing.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
yeah, I can see that.
I've seen that show.
You get it.
I thought it was an interesting choice at the end to have the co-hosts murder the host.
That's very Shakespearean.
That's bold. That's a really bold move, and I like that. I like when writers make bold choices. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah. Well, see, the two things I know about Macbeth and Juliet are that they stab. I'm pretty sure there's knives. So I figured I'd have them do that.
Stick to the classics.
Well, I think it's interesting though, because I'm not saying this because, I have an MFA in playwriting, and so I know a lot about playwriting and theater. I'm just saying, really, when you're talking about Shakespeare, the most famous stabbing is Julius Caesar, and you don't include that in here. So just if I had any note to give as a playwright with a theater degree, it would be that you should include a Julius Caesar reference in this.
Yeah, that could be fun. That's a good idea. I think that's a great note. And what I'll do is I'll make Carl be Caesar, because then Caesar gets stabbed, right?
Yeah, Caesar gets stabbed. Everybody stabs Caesar.
I'll make the announcer E2 Brute.
Yeah, there you go.
Or you could ask them if they're wearing Brute. I don't know. That was weird. Thanks, Brain. Thanks for letting me know.
No, Wiz World Live has a point.
Okay, excuse me. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ryan,
I just want to say,
thank you for memorizing these lines pre-show. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to the tapes I sent you.
You got it.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that anybody wants to say about my sketch, or should we move on?
I think it's a really funny idea. It could be something.
You should make it into a TikTok.
That's a good idea.
I think you could.
And you could play all the roles and stab yourself. Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry, me.
Oh, it could be one of those TikTok videos where it's like, I'm this character, and now I'm this character because I'm facing a different direction.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That could be fun. I'll stab
myself.
And
then there could be a dance challenge.
I just feel like it could be like a 1 minute bit, and character stuff does well usually.
That's true.
Does anybody want to see this on TikTok? Sound off in the chat.
Yeah.
Sound off in that chat.
Hunty, Wizworld, any interest?
I have a serious suggestion. Do you think that it would be better with sound effects, like a morning zoo crew radio show.
Ooh, interesting.
Did they do that on TV?
Amy, could you give me one of the sound effects you'd like to hear?
Like a toilet flushing, and then like a
Nice.
I'm not that guy from
Police Academy.
Sopranos voice clips.
Yeah, I'd like to hear. And what did you think about the ducks?
Yeah, 0.0.
I thought you meant Amy. I thought you meant sound effects like Ezra, just like over, like Ezra films it, and then over it, he just goes.
Teletext.
I think that would be great.
That would be great.
That's a callback.
I got one.
Oh,
great.
A sound effect?
No, a sketch.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Go ahead and.
Not as exciting. Just gonna say.
Just so we can get everyone in here. I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah,
I
please.
think there's fireworks happening.
Thank you, Wizard.
There is. I can hear them too. Yeah.
Really?
All right.
Oh
Can
yeah,
everyone
I
see?
can.
Whoa!
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, the powers I have. Okay.
All right. Everyone sees?
Yeah, would you zoom in just a little bit?
Yeah.
Nice.
How's that?
Was this
That's
based on the Billy Joel song?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Okay,
wait,
so let's do. How about what's up?
No, I was just thinking of a Billy Joel song to say.
Is there Billy Joel
move
song that's in an Italian restaurant?
Piano Man?
No,
Yes.
it's Captain Jack. No.
Scenes from an Italian restaurant is a Billy Joel song.
Right.
Oh, well, there you
Bottle
go.
of red,
I
bottle of
always
white.
forget about his play. Okay, what you got?
Okay, all right. There's quite a few people in here, so let's do Amy, wife.
Done.
Let's do Greg, husband.
Done.
Let's do Ezra, chef.
Okay.
Why don't you be chef and boy chef?
Okay, nice.
Okay, Kristen, Mamma Mia.
Absolutely.
Okay, detective Greg.
Sure.
Okay, waiter Kristen.
Okay.
I think the husband and wife are still in here. Did I cast a waiter?
You just said I'm the waiter.
Great. Okay, Ezra, Joey Lawrence.
Sorry, this is an important question from Hunty.
Oh,
I'm also Joey Lawrence. Okay.
Okay, let's stay on task here. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Greg is Raptor.
Sure.
Jesus, there's so many fucking characters.
Great. Okay, and then
Oh my God.
let's do Amy as Sarah.
Got it.
Kristen, I think you're up. So let's do Chris. You're Kristen.
Okay.
And then I'll be Ryan. And then I think Ezra, let's do narrator. You come in at the end.
I can narrate, yeah.
And then I guess I'll do
accent or
I guess I'll do no, don't do any accents. I guess I'll do
it specifically said I had to, it was in the script that I had to use an offensive Italian accent.
Oh, okay, but not for the narrator.
Okay, all right.
Okay, ready?
For the narrator, you should use an offensive French accent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yes.
All right. Interior fancy Italian restaurant. A couple is seated at the table enjoying a romantic candlelit dinner.
I'm loving this ravioli.
Hi, I'm loving this ravioli. I'm Dad. No, I'm serious. I have to tell you something, Margarita. We're pregnant. I'm going to be a dad.
How could this happen? You always pull out and run away.
I know. But I guess sometimes it gets airborne or something, and then whammy, you're prego.
Italian chef busts through the kitchen door.
Mamma mia! I don't use any prego sauce in my cooking. This is authentic Italian cuisine, just like my mommy used to make it.
Italian chef stares into a distance. A flashback sequence begins. Sicilian countryside. A small boy in a chef's hat is putting lipstick on a goat.
Now you're the prettiest girl in the whole village.
Anthony, and dinner is ready.
Holy calzone.
The boy and mama sit down to eat. Soft accordion music is heard. Camera slowly pushes outside the window where the goat looks longingly at the boy. Fancy Italian restaurant. The chef snaps back into reality. He looks down and sees that he's peed himself. The whole restaurant points and laughs. The chef runs out of the room.
I'll have what he's having.
Suddenly, the FBI bursts into the restaurant.
Everybody freeze! Nobody move! Stay right there! Don't even think about moving a muscle!
Suddenly, a huge fucking raptor runs in and eats the detective.
Oh, snap!
Oh, snap!
Releases like a gallon of water from his butt.
Oh, my water just broke.
We have to go to the hospital, or at least wait until it gets really bad, or maybe it just will get better by itself.
There's no time! Raptor, you have to deliver this baby! You can do this!
The raptor looks at a husband and wife with hesitation, then, feeling determined, gives a stoic nod. The restaurant, a few minutes later, the husband lies on a hospital bed. The raptor, in full surgeon attire, operates on the man.
Weird. I don't feel a thing.
Suddenly, the man flatlines and alarms go off.
You're losing him!
Do something!
Panicked, the raptor just eats the guy, as everyone looks on in quiet horror. Then the raptor feels around in his mouth, looking for something. The raptor spits out a newborn baby straight into the wife's arms.
Whoa!
You saved my baby. How can I ever repay you?
I can think of something.
Wait, you can talk?
Yeah?
Interior bedroom. The raptor and wife lamp. Candles and rose petals all around.
This is my first time.
You just had a baby.
I mean, with a dinosaur.
Well, you know what they say. Once you go raptor, you never go backdoor.
Suddenly, a NASA space shuttle just fucking smashes through the roof. The door opens and Sarah Michelle Gellar and Chris O'Donnell walk out to a podium. Did I do a Sarah?
Oh, it was me. You got that right, Chris. This is the award for best sketch ever written without editing or even reading it back.
And the nominees are Ryan Clark. And the winner is Ryan Clark.
Crowd goes fucking apeshit. Ryan, decked out in fur and gold chains, gets up and kisses his date, who is all of the Spice Girls at once. Ryan reaches the podium. One love. Ryan throws a peace sign. Freeze frame, You Gotta Be by Desiree starts playing.
You gotta be.
Gotta be bad. You gotta be bold.
And that's how. Oh, no, I'm sorry. French accent. Oui, that's how it all happened. After that, some friends stayed in touch, some drifted away, but no one ever forgot the best summer of their lives.
Very slow fade to black.
Wow. You know, incredible. Just incredible work, guys.
When a lot of people do a French accent, they don't go as far as to dedicate to a single region. I am seriously impressed, Ezra. Well done. Well done. A lot of people don't know the subtleties of a Northern Basque Spanish and French accent.
And how much it sounds like Joe Pesci from My Cousin Vinny.
The Frenchest of the French.
The Frenchest of the French men out there. Notably identifiable with French characters. So I appreciate that homage to him.
Now, we have one pitch here in the chat, which I'll read to you, Ryan, because I know you can't. He suggests instead of I'll have what he's having, you say, I'll have what P's having.
Sounds good. It's in.
So I have my first reaction to the whole thing is that Ezra clearly does not know who Joey Lawrence was.
That is true.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because that whoa was terrible.
It was not Joey Lawrence. No, Joey Lawrence goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
What's Joey Lawrence from?
Blossom.
Blossom.
I only know about Bellossom. I'm going to bring up so many Pokemon tonight. It's going to be crazy.
Wait, I have one more question. It's for Ryan. I know that you can't read, but you do know that when someone's water breaks, it doesn't come out of their butt, right?
Yes, but what you're forgetting is it was the husband.
I don't know why that would make a difference.
Oh, because he doesn't have a vagina.
You don't know that. Husbands can have vaginas too now.
Yeah, husbands can have vaginas too now.
But I was thinking more of the fact that, like, even if his water broke and he didn't have a vagina, it wouldn't come out of his butt.
Where would it come out of, Amy?
I mean, it could like come out of his belly button, or like maybe he could throw it up, but it wouldn't come out of his butt.
So you think it coming out of his belly button makes more sense than it coming out of his butt?
Yeah, because the belly button is closer to the ovaries.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have ovaries.
You don't know that.
I reject this.
Husbands can have ovaries too now.
Fine, we'll talk about something else. Wizworld Live's curious where in Italy Ryan's ancestors are from. What did he pull from for such a personagia authentica?
I'll have you know, I actually do have family from Sicily. Yeah.
Whoa.
How is that possible?
I don't look it.
Look at this face.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
I'll pull up a picture of my brother.
Okay.
Your Nona.
He looks like he has dark features. He looks more like Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
He has thick brown hair.
We know how
Ezra
Italian
your brother? Is Ezra your brother? You guys brothers?
He's my Jewish brother from another completely different family.
That's fair. That's what he is to all of us.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Absolutely,
that's true. Now, cool. I just had one thought on the sketch overall. Just my thing is like, what's the game?
Great question. What is the game? It's like, what is anything? You know what I mean? It's like, what's this? What's that?
It's like, what is life, man? You know, I get it. I get it. Ezra, maybe you have to be Italian to get it, but like, I totally get what this sketch is saying, and I think it's brilliant. I mean,
if I was going to guess what the game was in this sketch, it would be bocce ball, because Italians really like bocce ball.
That's
bocce ball.
It's funny. I was going to say cricket.
No,
because it seems to go on much longer than you expect.
Oh yeah.
Well, Ezra, you could go ahead and sign up for my class at the PAC. I'm teaching sketch level 0.
Nice.
To sign up, it's drop-in only.
Oh, cool.
Oh, so drop-in only.
You sign up. You have to sign up, but it is drop-in only.
That's right. You pay a full tuition, but it's drop-in only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. No, that sounds great, because for me, like, my sketch experience is so rigid and game-based that I don't have anyone to teach me that raptors can come in the door at random times, which I'm really excited about that.
You can also put yourself in your sketch at the end.
I thought that was the most on-game part.
Wonderful use of the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was, fantastic.
Thank you.
You think that if there was an award show for sketch writing today, that Sarah Michelle Gellar would be a presenter at it?
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. What else is she doing?
Comedy.
I follow her on Instagram
right now?
And she's got like the most wholesome, like wonderful, she's just a breath of fresh air. She's everything that I would be if I didn't. She's everything I would want to be if I didn't want to have a personality. It's amazing.
Wow. Are her and Freddie Prinze Jr. still together though?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they are? Yeah. That makes me happy. That actually does make me happy to know that they're still together.
He must be Freddie Prinze Jr. at this point.
What?
They made it Freddie Prinze the Third.
They did. Good for them.
Yeah, I wrote down Chris O'Donnell, and then for some reason, he popped in my head, and then I remembered him from the Batman and Robin movie, and then I looked that up, and it said 1997, and then I Googled who was famous in 1997, and Sarah Michelle Gellar's name came up, so that's why she's in the sketch too.
Sure.
That's when Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So, see, friends, this is what you get. This is what you get on the writer's room. You get like the backstory about the writer's process. Like, this is what we do. We Google shit, and then we're like, who was famous?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
In the year 1997, and this is how comedy is made. This is how comedy is made.
If you're in the chat and you're thinking, well, I've never taken a sketch class before, start with Ryan's Sketch 0, then take sketch 1 through 3 at the pack, and then watch the show again, and you'll get
This is how you learn, really.
Yeah. And like, just start writing your own sketches. Like you learn, you learn by doing. You learn by doing.
No, I think you learn more from this broadcast than. I think you should just stop writing sketches and only watch us.
That'd be cool.
I think you'd be a really good sketch writer.
Does anybody have another?
That's cool. Yeah.
We spent way too long on that.
Actually, I let me share my screen here. Let's see, Chrome tab. This one.
Oh, we fixed Power Witches life.
Wow.
You're welcome, Power Witches.
What?
You're welcome. Let's move on.
Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, great. There we go.
Wait, is this interior fancy Italian restaurant too?
It is also interior fancy Italian restaurant as well.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
That's.
I really thought for a second, Ryan, I was like, did Ryan...
We've been commanded by Wisebot to everyone welcome Power Witches to the Pack Theater.
Welcome, Power Witches.
Welcome, Power Witches.
Power Witches.
Wow. Welcome, Power Witches.
Welcome.
Do you think Power Witches is one witch or several witches?
I think Power Witches
several because it's plural.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
do you think they all type on the same keyboard?
Look at them. There's 3 of them in the picture.
Oh, right.
I don't know. Let's read the sketch though.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So we got several roles in here. So let's see. Amy, can you be Deb?
Mm-hmm.
And Ezra, can you be Server?
Yeah.
Greg, can you be Carl?
Sure.
Ryan, can you be Gary?
Yeah, betcha.
Greg, can you also be Ronald?
Sure.
Ezra, can you read the stage directions?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be Jan, and I think that's everybody.
Okay. Quick question about the server.
Yeah.
Like what brand? Is it Cisco? Is it
right.
He's already punching up your script. We haven't even.
However you're feeling it, Ezra. You just play it how you feel it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good, but good question. Great question. Thanks for asking.
No, I just really wanted it to be wanted it to be Cisco.
If that's what you're feeling, go for it. I trust you. I trust your instincts. So,
interior fancy Italian restaurant night.
Oh, I'm so excited to eat at Luigi's.
This is a great pick for your Welcome to Wisconsin dinner. It's the best Italian restaurant in Milwaukee. We eat here all the time.
Server enters with a tray of food. Okay, we got eggplant parmigiana, lasagna, shrimp scampi, and the spaghetti with the meatball. Server hands the plates to Deb, Carl, Gary, and Jan as he names the dishes. Would any of you like a fresh shredded cheese?
Definitely, yes. You have to get the cheese. It's like the best part.
Server claps their hands. Dreamy harp music begins to play and the lights sparkle.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh, it's...
Ronald Cheeseman appears, pushing a small cart.
Ronald Cheeseman. Wisconsin Cheeseman.
Who?
Boy, I'm here to make sure no one in Wisconsin goes without cheese.
Ronald lifts up a heaping scoop of bright orange shredded cheddar cheese and flings it all over everyone. Deb and Carl grab and eat handfuls of the cheese.
What the heck?
Is this cheddar?
Of course it's cheddar. We're in Wisconsin.
But this is an Italian restaurant. Do you have any Parmesan or mozzarella?
Ronald, Deb, Carl gasp.
Ronald Cheeseman the Wisconsin cheese man does not traffic in foreign cheeses. He serves only the finest Wisconsin-made cheddar. Who wants more?
Rob throws more cheese on everyone.
Hey.
Please stop throwing cheese on me.
Come on, Jan. Isn't part of the fun of traveling learning about local customs? I'll take some more cheese, Mr. Cheeseman.
Ronald scoops up a heaping pile of cheese and dumps it straight into Gary's mouth.
Ew, Gary, come on. You're lactose intolerant. I have to share a bathroom with you.
Ronald skips around, sprinkling cheese over everyone.
No one is lactose intolerant in Wisconsin.
I find that highly unlikely.
No, it's true. Anyone who is lactose intolerant is set adrift on Lake Michigan.
Cheese is our religion, Shannon, and Ronald is our Messiah. Baptize me, Ronald. Baptize me with your cheese.
Ronald pulls out a fondue pot and pours melted cheese over Carl's head.
Me next. Me next.
Ronald pours cheese over Deb's head.
Oh my God, what is happening? Let's get out of here, Gary.
No, Jan. I want to be a true Wisconsinite. I want to be baptized with the cheese.
And so you shall be, my son. In the name of the curd and the way in the Lambeau field, I baptize thee.
Ah!
Jan runs out as Ronald pours cheese over Gary's head. Interior Chinese restaurant later. Jan sits alone at a table crying over a plate of lo mein.
Great, can you read the voice?
Rough night.
Rough night. Oh, rough night.
Yeah, just a little.
I bet I know what will help.
I bet I know what will help. Jan looks up and sees Ronald.
Ronald Cheeseman, the Wisconsin cheese man.
Ronald starts dumping cheese over Jan's head. Jan screams. Interior bedroom night. Jan's screams continue as she thrashes around in bed. Next to her, Gary wakes up.
Jan, babe, what's wrong?
Oh my God, I had like the weirdest dream. We'd moved to Wisconsin and this guy was following us around, just like assaulting us with cheese. It was bizarre.
I'm sorry, babe. Babe, it must be the stress of the move getting to you. I know what will calm you down.
Gary gets out of bed. Jan takes a moment to calm herself. Gary re-enters, dressed like Ronald and pushing the cheese cart.
Ronald Cheeseman, the Wisconsin Cheeseman.
Jan screams. Blackout. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just want to say, before we get into criticism or notes or anything, or of course praise, whatever notes come, I just want to say, as someone from Wisconsin, this hit home. You nailed it. You know.
Did I nail it?
And I'm amazed that you were able to capture it like that.
I was just.
Nobody does Wisconsin right.
I was trying so hard, Ezra, because I wrote this for you. I wrote this for you.
Well, I gotta tell you, I love cheddar cheese, but I'm also Italian.
Sure.
And the idea of cheddar cheese on my Italian food makes me want to throw this computer through a window.
Right? It's sacrilege.
So I was like a little off during the sketch because I felt like I was going to vomit. But otherwise, it's hilarious.
That's kind of, you know what, that's actually what I was going for, because that's also when I was writing it as a fellow Italian, as I was writing it, I felt on it. So I want that kind of visceral reaction to it. So I'm sorry, Amy, to make you uncomfortable, but that's what I try to do with my work. You know, I want to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of comic that you are. You're always pushing the boundaries.
That's how I do. Yeah, I push boundaries. So if you throw up a little bit in your mouth, that's who I aspire to be. You know, so if you throw up in your mouth a little bit while listening to my work, that's what I'm going for.
What if a little bit came out?
That's a good question.
What if a little bit came out? That's what you're going to go home tonight and think about.
I am already at home and I'm in my bed and I'm already thinking about it. So what if I had a dream about Ronald Cheeseman?
Well, then, you know, art is powerful. Then I guess my answer to that would just be that art is powerful.
I agree. Art is powerful.
Although, the comment on the other thing, when I'm making a pizza, I got my mozzarella, my provolone, your Romanos, your Parmesans. You throw a little bit of sharp cheddar on the top of that.
Ooh, yeah.
Little tang.
If this is Ryan trying to convince us that he's got Italian heritage, he's failing.
He's from Sicily, okay? They don't get it.
No, they get it. They get it, and they'll kill you to prove that.
Right. I thought he was going to go get a gun, and that's how he was going to prove he was Sicilian.
No, I got a picture of my grandpa. Hold on.
Oh, wait, this is huge. Is
this turned into an episode of 23andMe? What is happening?
There's my 23andMe sheet.
All right, I can't find it, but
it's not real.
Yeah, fake news.
That's my brother.
Wait, hold on. Still hard to tell.
Focus, dude. Oh.
Where did he come from?
The one in the red head.
God damn it.
The one in the red head? Is that your brother?
The what? What are you saying?
I don't know, but y'all, we're almost out of time.
Can we just leave Ryan up like that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hunty got you.
What did he say?
He said, so you can't read or photograph well?
I'm in the photo.
Did you watch the tape from The Ring, Ryan? I'm not sure why that's relevant, but I'm curious.
Was that also
disappearing from the photo?
Oh,
no, that might have been like 2001.
Okay, right? Look, we got.
Yeah, I think that was right around 2001. Yeah.
Yeah, 2002. Hunty says 2002. Thanks, Hunty.
Y'all, this has been the Fever's Writers Rooms. So you had fun, and in 2 weeks we'll be back, but we'll have a full sketch show with real sketches. These were real, of course, but like these were real.
But like the edited, better version of these.
Right. Like,
yes.
Produced. So we'll see you then. And hey, if you're here now, stick around for Dark Matters, baby.
And thanks to the pack for letting us stream on their Twitch. If you like what you see, you can go Venmo at Pack-Theater. There's some classes left. There are actual legit classes. I mean, you can still sign up for Sketch Level 0 with Ryan, but I do believe that there are news, and you should. But there are also classes for, but sketch and improv and lots of other fun stuff.
Bye!